Okay, come on, Farrah. There. All right. So I'm here with Farrah, and she is about a year old, little Chihuahua mix. Oh, and she's not going to do anything. Good girl. I was going to show you the good puppy routine, and because she jumps quite a bit, and she, well, what you going to do? What's up, Farrah? Huh? Hey there. But she's figured this game out. And so she's not going to jump much at all. Where are you? Alright, you want to work on leaving a little bit? We haven't done that for quite some time. Yeah. I got Farrah and started fostering her. She was rescued out of the shelter and then ended up being pregnant, so I took her into 3 puppies. Or 5 puppies, and they all got adopted, and so now she's been looking for a home. And she's going to sit here and stare at me, and probably go back to the hand and all that. May jump up and fuss around. Oh, I thought she was going to be very active. And I'm sorry I don't have a head. I realized it in the last video with Bruno that I didn't have a head. But I'm not the important one here. So like with Bruno, she moved sideways, and that's okay at this point. And if I weren't doing a video, she wouldn't be doing nearly this well. Good. Hey, Farrah. Hi. Here. So I'm going to get something a little more interesting, I think. What would be more interesting? And okay, did you notice how when my hand moved, her attention popped right over there? That's one of the things when you're doing the clicker training that you want to make sure that the click is done before the movement, because the movement draws her attention away and draws it over to the clicking hand, and that can be a marker in itself. Hey, Farrah. Leave it. All right. So obviously. There you go, good girl. Alright, now some schools would have, you tell her the command, and then when she does it, just like I did, you would mark it. I prefer not to do it. That was an ill-timed command. She wasn't quite ready for it. But I didn't repeat it, which would be would be important. And I waited, and when she did what I said, then I marked it and rewarded her for that. She does know it fairly well with things at walking and all that, and with critters and all that. So I was hoping that she was going to be a little more active, but she does know it in a working environment type, and she will maintain a stay and leave the food when it's dropped on the floor. So she's not going to be good for this type of video, and she's not jumping up enough on me to do the good puppy routine. So I guess I'll have to find another puppy and do a good puppy routine. She does jump a lot. What I'm going to be working with her on, off. Good. So is the off. You can mark when the dog, with a good puppy routine, you mark when the dog has a 4 on the floor. If you want to teach the difference, you would go up, girl, up, good girl, good up. And move her off, good girl. Girl, up, good girl. Good, off, good. So she's getting a pet when she comes up. And she's getting a food treat when she gets off. Come here, come here. Good girl. Off. Good. Here, up. Good. Oh, what a girl. Off. Good. And remember with luring, you can say it right away. I don't like to do that when you're luring into a sit and a down, because there's usually a lot of wiggling around. But this is kind of a linear thing. She's not wiggling a bunch. And good, up, off. Good girl. And you can do this with a chair or your bed, something like that, if you want to be able to allow the dog onto. Off. Good girl. That you want to be able to allow the dog on, but you want some control of it. So they can get up there, and that's a life reward. That's a reward in itself. But then they get the food reward. Off. Good girl. And now I'm going to add a little intermittently rewarded actions here because I'm running out of food. There, up. Good girl. Off. There, off. Good girl. That wasn't quite intermittent. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, there. Good. Off. What a good girl. So she didn't get anything on that one. Fair. Up. Good. Off. Good girl. There you go. And remember that intermittent reward is very powerful. That slot machine principle. Up. Good girl. Off. Good girl. Oh, what a good girl. Oh, nice scratch. Nice scratch. Good girl. And she's leaving little wet footprints all over my leg here because she likes to jump in the water barrel out there. I got a feed barrel or a stock barrel, and she loves to jump in that and cool herself off. Up. Good girl. Off. Good girl. There. Okay. There. All right. Up. Good girl. Here. Off. Oh, I think not. Off. Good girl. All right. What a girl. All right. Want to do one more time? Remember, don't fall for that one more time, but we'll do it one more time. Here. Up. Good girl. Off. Here. Good girl. There. All right. All right, so we didn't get to do much of the good puppy routine, but we got to do the others. So that's worthwhile. But up. Good girl. Off. There. What's she doing? Very good. That's better. And I'm not going to give her anything other than a pet for that. Here, Bear. Up. Good. Bear. Off. Good girl. She may have stayed up there because my hand was sitting in the bowl, which is not good precedent. Huh. All right. Well, thank you, Farrah.